Right. It is Thursday evening and it just started to snow here in Sherwood. I think it's time to give a little bit of a update with the snow and ice storm that is still on its way, or at least the second wave that is still on its way. Just a reminder of the totals up until Friday at about midday. These are totals for the entire event, not from now until 12 p.m. It looks like everything is on track with the exception of the St. Corvallis area, which I changed to being a freezing rain up to a half of an inch, mainly up to a quarter of an inch. A few isolated spots could see that half of an inch upper threshold. And the Cascades look like a foot to 2 feet. The gorge, I seem to have overestimated that. However, still a chance you could get into that lower segment, so I will still leave that for now. The watches and warnings have not changed since yesterday. However, they are due to change because the winter storm warning is set to expire at noon tomorrow. However, I think that the National Weather Service will extend that based on tomorrow evening's system. I think there's also good likelihood that the McMinnville-Salem area will also see a winter storm warning just for the ice threat alone. However, if not, you will definitely see another winter weather advisory. And then there's a decent shot too. Corvallis and Eugene will see a winter weather advisory with a slight chance of a winter storm warning out of this. Those will probably continue till about Saturday midday to Saturday evening, depending on when the snow/ice, depending on your location, lightens up. So how this second system will be setting up in comparison to the first. So with this first system moving further south, making landfall actually around Corvallis, that brought in more cold air, which means that the second system is primed and its location does not matter as much, with the exception of how much snow or ice it brings to different areas. This one will come from further north here. And however, it will still make landfall at around the same location in that Lincoln City area, going south to Corvallis. This is a prime location for Portland to receive big, heavy snowfall. However, it's also prime for Salem and Corvallis to receive heavy accumulations of ice should the temperatures be cold enough. It may be too warm, but it may be too cold. We'll see how it is. It's looking like it's probably about a coin toss right now whether you get a big ice storm or not down in Corvallis. Is more likely for Salem. For the totals, with tomorrow evening's system, I think this will go to about Saturday afternoon to Saturday early evening. In the Salem Corvallis area, I think you'll probably have somewhere between 2 to 8 inches of snow, or the equivalent freezing rain totals, which is about a quarter of an inch to 3/4 of an inch. I think it'll be much more widespread than tonight's system now that the cold air will be in place. The Eugene area won't see much of anything. The Portland metro area, I think, could see 6 to 12 inches of snow, or mainly in the southern portions, the equivalent freezing rain amount. However, unlike the Salem and Corvallis areas, there will likely be at least some point you transition fully over to snow, similar to how tonight played out. The gorge, I think, is going to be another big snowstorm. Cascades another foot to 2, and then eastern Oregon and eastern Washington, somewhere between 2 to 8 inches with higher totals in the mountains. For the total event, so that's tonight's system, tomorrow's system, and also Sunday's system, I'm thinking that the Portland area on up north will receive somewhere between 8 and 20 inches, and this is including potential for Sunday's event, which is likely going to be a transitionary day. Salem and Corvallis somewhere between 2 to 12 inches, or the equivalent freezing rain amount. Cascades somewhere between 2 and 4 feet. Eastern Oregon up to a foot, and the gorge somewhere between 1.5 feet and 2.5 feet, most likely. All of these records that I mentioned yesterday are still in jeopardy, especially considering that the location these records are taken at the Portland airport is in the prime spot for snowier weather than the southern metro area is and Salem. So for my 7 day for Corvallis, or pretty much anywhere in the Central Valley, so this can apply to Salem too. Friday, I am very uncertain about the high temperature of 38 degrees. It could end up a little lower. I think it could end up a little higher as well. But there's a really good shot you'll see freezing rain, maybe some snow at some point, especially overnight. Tonight looks like you'll see some too. Saturday morning's probably your last chance before transitioning to rain. It'll stay wet on Sunday before dying off on Monday, Tuesday, dry day on Wednesday and Thursday. Highs slowly warming up into the upper 40s. Now this is highly volatile, so this may change during tomorrow evening's updates in case the cold air ends up being deeper than anticipated. And for Portland, blue equals record cold. I'm still predicting mainly snow for Friday and Saturday, with some areas of freezing rain, mainly in this southern metro area, though not consistently. Highs not even getting above freezing, lows in the mid-20s. Sunday is that transitionary day. I think in the east metro, it could start out as snow, while in the western metro, it'll likely start out as freezing rain before transitioning to rain in the western metro area and freezing rain in the eastern metro area. Monday is a continuation of the event on Sunday, should it stay cold enough. Otherwise, that will be our slow thaw out before a dry day on Wednesday, with highs slowly warming back up towards our normal high in the upper 40s or low 50s. So thank you for watching this, and please stay safe. Don't travel anywhere unless if you absolutely have to. And I will talk to you all tomorrow, unless if you have any comments or questions, which please ask away. I will be happy to answer them. Otherwise, take care.